What's up? Oh, come on, that's a foul. What are you doing, man? Oh, for real? That's the energy?
33, bitch.
Come on. Come on, get up. It's not a metal chair. You're fine. Coughing.
That's a full size. That's a full size. She want every color. That's a full size.
Hello to every single member of the FS Army watching across the world. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm at Welty.
Trinidad James.
And we have with us here today a very special one, Scottie Pippen. He is an NBA Hall of Famer.
Let's
He's
go.
A sneaker
The
icon.
big one.
And he's got a new NFT project out with the good folks at Orange Comet. Scottie, how you feeling?
I'm great. It's a pleasure. Thank you guys for having me.
It's a special one, like I said. Scottie, we're going to talk about your sneaker history. The first thing we want to talk about, though, the shoes everybody has on feet. So, Welty, please tell us what you're wearing.
Everyone's patiently awaiting the Malaysia doc.
Yeah.
Post maybe late 2023.
Okay.
But right now, we got the Sneaker Law A6 Gel Light 3s. Shout out to Almon and Brian and all our good friends out there in Malaysia.
Nice shoe, huh?
Shout out to Malaysia. I'm always go hard for black-owned business. I love James Whitner. I bought these. Shout out to Daily in Miami, one of my favorite consignment shops. Great kids over there. You know, we got to go big Jordan 4s. I'm on my year energy.
Scottie, what you got on feet?
Got on some Jordan as well. A little collab with Jordan and J Baldwin, OG.
Are you a big Balvin guy?
Yeah, I am a big Baldwin guy. I met him a few years back, so I'm representing the shoes. Got some colors on them.
Yeah, some colors. They got every color. What do you mean some color?
Scotty, are there some shoes you want and they just don't make them in your size, or you can just get them all?
You know, I used to have that problem when I was younger,
Yeah.
but you know, now I think Nike kind of makes shoes for everybody. So
That's real.
I'm doing the Paperboy Reeboks. This is a Complex Con exclusive. You can wait till 2023. Also for a big Brendan Dunne Reebok Complex Con exclusive. So.
Look at him.
Scottie, you ever put a pair of Reeboks on your feet, or has it never even happened to you?
No, it's never happened. I would have probably had to buy them. So no.
Yeah, and that's never happened.
That's the Arkansas right there. I ain't buying them damn shoes. Come on, y'all give me them free Nikes. I'm going to take them.
Scotty, you talk about buying shoes. What's the most regrettable sneaker purchase you've ever made? Do you remember that?
I really can't recall ever buying a pair of sneakers.
In your life?
Jesus. Well,
Like in,
that's the goddamn headline.
Of 12, so most of my shoes I got as a kid, they were hand-me-down.
Oh,
okay.
interesting.
And when I went to college, I didn't have to pay for them, and
Well, that's
so
that.
on into the league. I've never had to buy any sneakers.
No regrets.
No regret.
That's amazing.
All right, let's talk sneaker news. The first piece of sneaker news we want to discuss is the return of the Air Jordan 3 white cement with the Nike Air on the back. I'm excited for this one because I didn't get to do them last time. I hope they work with the DNA archive there at Nike to kind of make the shape exactly right. Scottie, do you care about these? Do you get excited about Jordan retros?
Yes, I do. I think that's the strong point of the whole brand is the retro. I think the shoes that he played in are the best, and
Right.
they turn out to be more fashionable than performance to me.
Right. You going to get a pair?
I already got them. I mean, I've had them for years.
Okay. Excuse me.
do you get nostalgic? Do you get like certain memories when you see these shoes, or?
No, I don't really. You know, it's kind of too far in the past now.
Sure.
I don't really
That's
think
real.
about the career anymore.
I'm going to tell you that I don't give a damn about this shoe.
What?
Because.
Why?
I mean,
Nike
it's-
Air on the back?
For what? Like, bro, I got every single one, bro. Like, I don't even know.
You grab a pair for me then.
Sure, you can have all the pairs. I'm going to
Appreciate
have
that.
pairs, but I'm just saying it's just like a person like me, like not for a kid, if you're a young person, this is a great story for you to start, especially if you never had it, especially the one with a Nike on the back. I'm straight. I've been
enough.
straight the last 17 pairs I bought.
I would like to wear these. Scotty, you mentioned, you said you already have these, and I'm assuming you get a lot of free shoes. Like, how often are sneaker packages showing up?
Well, I mean, I've been a Nike client since the early 90s. So, I'm more of a retro guy. I think that's the strong point of the whole brand is the retro. It's more things that I call and ask for more so.
Personally, okay.
Do you hate having to make that phone call of being like, hey, I want this?
No, I don't, because to be honest, I got so many pairs of shoes that I really don't have the room for them. I mean, I wear a 16, so
Right.
Every box takes up a lot of space, right?
Overkill.
For sure.
Next bit of sneaker news, at Art Basel, there was a Virgil Abloh exhibit called Codes, where they showed a bunch of unreleased sneakers from his career. The Air Force Ones, I feel like, were a highlight for a lot of people. Scotty, is this something that excites you seeing the Virgil shoes?
Just the fact that it's Virgil and that we're sort of still trying to live his legacy.
Yeah.
But those flavors, you probably won't see me wearing those shoes. It's a little bit too bright for me.
Did you see too, Virgil did a Louis Vuitton sneaker that looks just like the Avias that you wore in your early days? What did you think of when you saw that?
I mean, he's a great creator, and you know, it was awesome. It was awesome.
I gotta say, for these, I don't think these are ever gonna come out, but I love these. I almost fainted when I saw them in person. But
You don't think that they're going to come out?
No, I don't think so. But I think that's fine. I think we can keep them special. You know, keep them super rare. You know, let people see them, but don't let people touch them.
I like when everything is not attainable.
Yeah.
And then when something is attainable for the person who is attainable for, it makes that person actually special. Right now we're just showing the lows. I think it was really, really cool when they showed you the Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, the mids, yeah.
And the mids, that was really, really cool because I'm a huge Rasheed Wallace Air Force One fan. The things that, being an architect, but culture and being able to know like, Dipset matters, Rasheed Wallace matters.
Terror Squad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, exactly, when we had Fat Joe. With his busy schedule, even like with Off-White and then with Louis Vuitton and then this, he still always knows what the culture wants. That's really cool.
Scottie, you played with Rasheed in Portland, right?
Yes.
What did you think of when you saw, I think he was like playing in the Air Force Ones. I thought he was like playing in like hiking shoes too at one point. What did you think of seeing him playing in the old school sneakers?
Hey man, he was an old school player.
Yeah.
Old soul, right?
Right.
He definitely had the old soul. Rasheed was a throwback player. He's the best power forward to ever play the game. Now,
Wow.
He may have never ever played to that potential all the time. He deserve all the love that he gets from that shoe because he was a guy that carried it in the 90s.
Amen. Now, my brother Scottie, what is like your first like memory of sneakers? Taking it back to Arkansas, taking it back to the beginning before you kind of went on this journey to like, okay, here's my Social Security card, basketball, let's go.
Well, I think for me, it was when I started college.
Okay.
And you guys know about this brand. It was a brand called Kangaroo.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Conway, the school that I went at to, I don't know if they were manufacturing them there or they just had some distribution plant there, but they supplied our basketball team and they were pretty nice to me. They gave me all the other shoes. I had some lifestyle.
Nice.
Yeah, the ones with the pocket on them?
Yes.
What were you putting in the pocket?
Nothing, you know, maybe a couple dollars here and there if you get caught out.
You can put your student ID in the pocket.
Yeah, but that was my first shoe that I kind of fell in love with.
Yeah.
The Kangaroos.
Amazing.
We know you were signed to Avia before you signed to Nike, but when you got with Nike in 1991, how did that happen?
Well, Avia basically didn't renew my contract. They decided to go more into the outdoors, running shoes and things of that nature. I just kind of got on the team because they offered me the most money coming out of college. Every kid always wanted to be a Nike kid. So eventually, you know, my basketball game had arrived enough that Nike came calling. I've been with them now 30 plus years.
Did you get any stock with that? I feel like
No, I didn't get any stock with them back then.
you gotta get
My
some stock.
mistake.
Yeah.
Stock time coming up.
Yeah.
Scottie, your first Nike signature shoe, the Pippen 1, the version that you played in didn't have the air bubble on it. I think you had like a sprained ankle at the time and you said the airbag wasn't as stable for your foot. You actually had a pair that full Zoom Air. What was that like?
Well, I was a player that I always wanted to be closer to the floor. Nike at that time was really promoting the Air Max, which was more the looking at the bubble and things. And
Little raise.
I was just kind of caught in an era where they were trying to promote the air bubble, and I was a player that I needed to be lowered to the ground. I turned my ankle numerous amount of times. In fact, I had ankle surgeries on both ankles.
Charged it to Nike, right?
Because of the
years.
sneaker?
No, I didn't charge it to Nike. But I feel like that playing in the air bubble shoe made me roll my ankles a lot.
Because I know there's like a lot of discussion nowadays when sometimes a player gets injured. People on social media are quick to blame the sneaker for it happening. Did you feel like you were like one step away from that occurring?
Well, I kind of was able to diagnose the problem early. I mean, I was still young in my career. But yeah, we were able to trick the consumers. They didn't know
Realize the difference. Like you had to really be paying attention.
There we go.
I got you.
Air
I got you.
bubbles.
When it comes to the Air More Uptempo, which is in my top 3 and not 3, that wasn't a signature shoe of yours. But when people see that shoe, it's like, those the Pippins. How does that make you feel, should I say? Like, since it's become such an iconic shoe and they've done so many things with it.
It's not a good feeling, I tell you.
Okay.
Because I felt like that I am the athlete that sort of owned that brand.
Yes, sir.
That wasn't the way Nike perceived it. but they considered them statement level shoes. To me, I had 5 statement level shoes per season. So I thought those shoes was statement level, but I also felt like they were my signature
Yes,
shoes
sir.
because people identified me with those shoes.
So like you did a lot of
As
work
I
to help make
retired
it.
from basketball and I go back to Nike and try to, renegotiate those
Yes, sir.
deals, then they tell me those are not your signature shoes.
I got you.
But it's interesting.
The details.
It's interesting though, because that's a full bubble shoe. So you were okay with playing the Air Max in that one, or did they make Zoom Air versions of the Uptempo for you?
I played in the Zoom Air.
Another custom thing just for you?
Yeah.
What about when George of the Jungle got a pair? You remember that?
When who?
George of the Jungle in the movie? Brendan Fraser?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he popped out with the Air More Uptempos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, true
Yeah.
story.
Okay.
Them classic moments like,
Kudos,
okay.
hey.
There was a Supreme collaboration. I think
Yeah.
you actually linked up with a friend of ours, Dre, who owns
Yeah,
Project
yeah,
Blitz,
Dre,
and you
yeah.
signed the.
Yes.
Another sneaker I want to talk about is the Nike Air Foamposite one, because there have been some stories out there that the foams were originally a Scottie Pippen shoe. Is that true?
Yeah. Again, those were a part of the statement level shoe that I was sort of pulled into with Nike. They asked me to promote shoes, and you guys got to remember back in the 90s, we was on TV 3-4 times a week.
For sure.
So Nike was putting as many pair of sneakers on me as they could. So yeah, I did start the Foamposite shoe, and again, I thought that was going to be a shoe that sort of fell under my brand.
Yes, sir.
You thought it was going to be a
Yeah.
signature shoe?
And then, as I see that shoe resurface, they've given it to
Penny.
Penny.
Yeah.
As a player who played in it, I mean, I don't know who really has the right to it, but it seems that they put more energy in the colorway into trying to make it more of a Orlando Magic.
Sure.
Hardaway.
To a young basketball player right now, coming up in this game, what is something that you, being the legend that you are and the experiences that you've had over these 30 years, that you could say to a young person, without getting yourself in trouble, obviously?
Very simple. Start out with a signature shoe.
Just,
Except nothing
now.
less.
yeah.
Yeah. Because now
No statement shit.
They
that's-
can't take that
What
away
you
from
do
yeah.
in the beginning is what basically,
Yes.
boom,
And
boom,
the new generation of players
Yeah.
have been able to figure it out.
and work smarter.
I can say I was probably one of the trailblazers.
Yes, sir.
You played it.
Come
with
on.
them.
If you take out Jordan, because his deal was totally different than any other basketball player.
For real?
But I was sort of the trailblazer for signature shoes.
And basketball performance shoes too, for Nike, should I say.
I just think it's interesting with the Foamposite, just to touch back on it, because when that shoe first came out with Nike, it seems like they were really indecisive on what they wanted to do with it, because there's the story that it was given to Penny, but they gave it to Mike Bibby in Arizona beforehand, and he debuted it before Penny did, and Penny wasn't happy about that. Do you remember any the indecisiveness around it, or why it happened?
I don't know who all Nike sent the shoe out to be honest.
At the height of your Nike line, do you know how many pairs of shoes you were selling?
Probably in the late 90s with the Bulls. I don't know. I mean, I was selling a lot of shoes back then. Again, I was wearing 5 different shoes during one season.
Did they send you a report at the end of the year being like, this is how much we moved?
Yeah, but I can't relate.
Sure.
Back then, I mean, they would order 50,000 pairs of certain shoes. They would order 100,000.
Right.
And they pay you royalty based on each shoe?
Based on that.
Beautiful.
The shoes still out there. What my royalty is?
Right.
The most important
So
question.
boom, jumping into that, the sneakers that Nike brings back these days, like coming into 2023, because it looks like the Uptempo might be having another rise again. What is that conversation like with you and them, or is that even a conversation?
It's a small conversation.
Okay.
They got all the leverage.
Right, because of, like you said earlier,
Yeah.
it's a statement, blah, 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 blah.
Talk about your shoes coming back. In 2017, you did a collaboration with Ronnie Feig and Kith.
Yeah.
You did the cheetah print shoes. I
Yeah.
think there was a all purple pair of the
Yeah.
Air Maestro 2s that you wore in the All-Star game. Do you remember seeing these, and what was your reaction to that?
I thought it was great. I mean, I felt like that it was sort of starting to transition my retros into more of a lifestyle shoe. And
It's funny
off the
because
court.
off top, I wouldn't have thought that Scottie would really wear a sneaker like this, but you showed up with these on feet, so now I know for sure that you could That's
Yeah,
easy.
I was gonna ask. I was like, how much, if any, participation in the design of this sneaker did you have?
I had nothing to do with that print.
Okay.
Not that we don't like it.
That shoe was already designed.
Yeah,
the
the print.
got it.
They
That's what
went
it-
and put the print on it.
What about the
I
actual
mean,
sneaker when it first came out?
I embraced the sneaker when it came out.
Yeah.
Right? If I recall right, I think that was really not my last shoe, but my second to the last shoe.
Sure.
Where they started to go with the little glove kind.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So
The
at
Alpha
that
Series
point, I
shoes.
kind of knew like, wow, it must be down to the final days of my Nike.
It's about that time. It's about that time, baby.
Scottie, I actually didn't realize until we were preparing for this episode, because I've seen this shoe a million times, so I didn't realize it's actually, the squiggles are actually 33
Yeah.
on the side of the shoe.
Little
Yeah.
Easter egg. Scottie, I know that one of the things you're up to these days is the NFT space, and we have with us here today Dave Broom, founder of Orange Comet. He's going to come on for a moment and talk to us about that project.
Yes, for sure.
Let's get it.
Definitely in it.
Dave, welcome to the couch.
Be with
Dave,
you guys. Good to be with you guys.
How you
on.
feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I mean, listen, how can you not? You're with the legend. You know, I
It's
can work
the
with a
real
legend,
one.
right?
It
A real
feels
legend.
good.
Yeah.
Tell
I
us
mean-
about the work you've been doing with the legend.
You know, we're a company that's working heavily into the Web3 space and doing really high-end 3D digital design NFTs. We've been thinking about and designing sneakers, you know, for the metaverse.
correct.
And it just all came together, and he's got a real passion and obviously a real cred, and that's
Yeah.
where I think, you know, is the most important thing in this
Thanks,
space.
So, Scottie, are there actual digital sneakers involved in this? Is this what I'm hearing?
Yes, it is. And I mean, these guys, they've done a great job of really making it exciting again for me to be back into the sneaker world. We got some exciting things. I mean, their company is amazing, and I'm proud that they
sweet.
were willing
When do they drop?
to work.
They drop it on December 20th.
Okay.
December 20th.
Right.
We're designing the sneakers. You know, it's the same kind of fundamentals go into it.
Scottie, did you have to put a call into Nike being like, hey, I'm going to be making some shoes that don't have a swoosh on them?
No.
But I will tell you, there are, we're selling 1,000 of these. At a random, 33 of the lucky
1,000,
ones,
yeah.
33,000 are an actual physical shoe.
You
Real shoe.
You get your size, or?
You'll get your size, you'll get a real one, and we'll see if we can turn it into the next signature line for him in real life. Like 4 different categories of styles, and they're futuristic, some are street, some, you know, there's a different vibe, and there's a randomization to those as well. By the way, not only do we have the 33 lucky pairs of physical shoes, a one-of-one hometown tour to somebody to go around with them in Arkansas.
Arkansas? Oh, man. I need to get that. I need the right tour.
Buy yourself an
Goddamn,
NFT.
Arkansas.
The right tour.
I need the right tour.
And, you know, he happens to swing a good golf club, too, so we decided to take 2 people who are going to get a shot to hit the links with him.
So if
Amazing.
someone like myself, I'm not like really like an NFT guy, but given that there's the actual physical experiences, it's giving people more of
That's right.
an experience or a reason to buy into it.
Yeah,
Or?
this world is the buzzword is phygital. It's physical and digital and real world shit. By the way, these sneakers that we're designing for Scottie, the Pippen line here, the SP33s, you could take these sneakers and use them in a series of different ecosystems of video games.
Okay.
So you can use them in Roblox. You can use them in Fortnite. You can
Really?
put them on your avatars.
I can wear the Scottie Pippins
You
in
can wear
Fortnite?
the Pippins on Fortnite.
Yeah. Scottie, are we going to play some Fortnite together then?
Well, you're gonna have to teach me how to play.
Somebody has to teach me how to
Only if
play.
You're wearing my shoes.
Okay.
There you go.
SP33 is on the way.
That's it.
December 20th. Amazing.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dave. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks for having us on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Scottie, every single week here on the show, we punish someone in the worst take section for something terrible they did or said last week, as decided by the YouTube commenters. We make them switch out their shoes for something awful. This week, it is my friend Matt Welty.
This is almost like a flip that's like off the back of the balcony.
Be careful now. So he's going to take off his Asics, and we're going to send these his way.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't even know if, usually we give him actual sneakers, but
What
this
are
is
these? Like half?
yeah, what are those?
He had Jordan.
Ain't no telling, man.
I like
Enjoy those,
those.
Welty.
At least they cozy.
You want to wear them?
No.
Scottie, I know you said from your playing days that you gave away most of your shoes and didn't hang on to them. Did you ever resell any of those sneakers?
I didn't know. I pretty much gave them away. Mostly, almost every game, it was kind of like they were already promised out, and then you give them to the organization for different charities. So yeah. Now that I look back, I wish I would have kept some for myself, to be honest. But
All right.
My brother Scottie, we also do a segment on the show called Drip, Flip, or Skip.
Okay.
Drip meaning it looks good. Flip meaning that you resell it. And skip meaning that you don't fuck with it at all.
Oh.
Our first sneaker in Drip, Flip, or Skip is going to be, shout out to our brother Virgil, his actual first design sneaker, all the way through, the off-white Terrafoam. Shout out to Nike. Scott, let's start with you. Is this a drip? Is this a flip? Is this a skip, sir?
Bro, that's a flip.
Okay.
It looks like it's gonna be worth a lot of money. I'll hang on to it for a little while and flip it.
Investment, right?
I like that. I like that idea.
I'm gonna skip this one. I do think it's good that they let him do his own shoe like this, but it's not his best Nike work. So I'd rather have a lot of other off-white Nikes before this one.
I like the hiking aesthetic to it. I wish the tongue wasn't as tall on it.
Okay.
I feel like I would drip it and try to trim the tongue down.
You could do a
it
big
is
tongue fuck with that one.
Okay, this is a big drip. For a person like myself that aims to want to hike one day, this is the type of shoe that I want to hike in.
So you at Runyon Canyon?
Nah, that's for, I almost said the wrong thing.
I mean, if that
That's
shoe
not for-
came in the right side, I could see myself playing some golf in it.
Okay. You're not going hiking with us?
You got the golf tread on the bottom almost there?
Yeah.
This is a golf shoe for you?
Yes.
Could be.
Okay.
Shoe number 2, good brother LeBron, Nike LeBron 20, the Grinch edition. Welty, drip, flip, or skip?
I like what they've been doing with the Nike LeBron shoe. I think we talked about it on the show, that blush pink pair.
Yes, sir.
Was actually really good. For me, it's you see Grinch and it's hard to top the Kobe shoe.
Correct.
This kind of looks like an ugly Christmas sweater, so it's a skip for me.
Yeah, I do think this is one of the best LeBron models in a while, but like Welty said, I think the Kobe Grinches are still the best. This is like the Grinch she told you not to worry about versus the actual Grinch,
I got you.
Jim Craig Grinch
I
versus
got
Dr. C,
I hear you.
doesn't quite add up, so I'm
Okay.
skipping this one.
I'm gonna give LeBron his credit here. That's a drip.
You're a fan of these?
I know it's a little copy of Kobe's, and we're around the holidays again, but I think he brought a little different flavor than what Kobe's shoe is. A lot
This
of
is
the
true.
same style.
This is true.
But, he threw a little red in it, threw a little white in it, so.
When you see shoes like this, because I know back in your era, you weren't allowed to wear sneakers that were the off colors. Do you wish you could have done these, or they're a little too much for you?
Yes, for sure. I mean, when I played, the game was very limited in the colors that you could wear. I mean, I wore a red shoe in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
It's about as deep as I went.
This is a drip.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is a drip. To get to 20 shoes, 20 signature shoes is motherfucking incredible. I don't think it's about Kobe right now. It's about LeBron. I will hoop my ass off in these because they're gonna pop on court. Comfortable shoe. Shoe number 3, one of my favorite black designers, Soleil Bembury. His New Balance 990 V2. Welty, I think this makes you a little wet.
Oh, this shoe's amazing. When I saw this, just that there's something about that color contrast on it.
This is Welty all day.
Yeah, I mean, Salehi, great dude.
Yes. Is this his best shoe?
I think so. I think this is my favorite shoe that Salehi's put out so far. I really want a pair of these. These are awesome. Drip.
Scottie, how you feel?
It's really not my style.
Because there's not a swoosh on it?
I'm probably gonna skip.
Okay.
I'm a fan of New Balance, but this shoe just don't do it for me.
Okay.
I'm
Brendan
surprised
Dunne.
to hear that you're a New Balance fan.
They got the best sole. I mean,
Comfortable, right?
Comfort.
Yeah.
Get your
And you
New
like to be low
Balance.
to the ground.
Yeah.
That's never really changed.
I've snuck around and wore New Balance a few times,
Oh?
especially out on the golf course.
Oh.
Everybody see the end, they think it's Nike.
Do you get worried that someone's gonna spot you and take a photo of you in the non-Nike shoes?
Nah, I mean, I got such a great relationship with Nike.
Oh, yeah, you're a grown man.
Me too.
It's all good.
He earned, with all these goddamn statements, he earned the right to wear whatever he want to wear on the golf course.
This is a drip. I like these a lot. I was convinced by these when I saw Salehi himself wearing them at Complex Con. They look good on feet.
Soleil, it's hard for him to do any wrong to me. What I'm actually starting to like more sometimes than the shoe, like this particular shoe, is the rollout.
Oh, yeah.
The rollout is insane. Shout out to my brother Thundercat. And it takes me back to, I'm here with Scottie or whatever, Nike. That's what Nike does. The campaigns, the ads, the people that they put the shoes in on court or whatever, that is what actually does 70% of the selling to me. But Soleil, my brother, keep going. This is a drip. Now, Scottie, we also do outfits on this segment. And there's no better outfits to do in America, at least, than Scottie Pippen goddamn outfits. Outfit number 1, let's take it to the USA. What a time.
This is America, baby.
Do you still got that jacket?
Yes, sir.
I would love to have it. That jacket's amazing.
Well, it'll be going on sale soon.
Come on. I need that with the SP3033s, baby.
No, actually, I still got that, a whole uniform.
All these amazing people next to you. Who has the best style off court?
After me,
Yes. Okay, come on. After you. Yes, sir.
I mean, I got to go with Jordan.
Okay. Well, it damn sure wasn't going to be Karl Malone.
Cowboy hat?
No, Carl has a unique style.
Country boy.
You never have to worry about keeping up with fashion when you dress Western.
Big 10-gallon hat.
That's
little
it.
bolo tie.
Cowboy boots.
You do the cowboy boots?
I mean, I don't do the Western style.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, brother, that's a drip right there. I mean, come on. That's the 92 Dream Team.
Come on.
First U.S. Olympic team.
Come on.
We brought home the gold.
Did you realize that Jordan was covering the Reebok logo when it happened with the flag?
Yes. Nike didn't put any pressure on us. I think,
Shout out to that.
at the time, like, I'm not having to protect Nike.
Sure.
I'm representing the U.S.
This is one of the greatest moments in basketball history. What can you say, Drip?
This might be one of the greatest moments in American history. This is up here with, July 4th, Abraham Lincoln, and other things like
Come on.
that.
Tell 'em about it, brother.
other,
You tell 'em about it, brother.
I feel like they should, in Washington, D.C., they should like remake a monument of this, right?
Let's
Some
do
nice
it.
statues,
Yeah. Outside of what this means and what you gentlemen did for the USA, I just love this jacket. It's just really made well. I love the sleeves that represent the flags in its own way.
He really wants a jacket.
It's just a great jacket. It's a great damn jacket.
Great
Are you
job.
saying this because you know he still has one? And
I actually got the Jordan shoes here, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a
You
drip.
want them?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You don't gotta ask me twice.
They got
I'm a
a nice
real Bulls
signature on
fan.
them, too.
I'm a real Bulls fan.
okay.
I'm not a fake one. I'm the real one.
Aren't you a Jazz fan?
Don't talk about my mama. All right? Watch your mouth. Outfit number 2. That's some red shoes.
Look at that.
Was this even hard, or was it hard for you to be able to wear the red shoe?
It wasn't hard for me. I think at this stage, this was the Chicago Bulls without Jordan. So this was a great time for me.
You were showing out. You were showing out.
I was the leader of the team, and I had an opportunity to do something wild at the All-Star game. So I broke out the red shoes.
And you could actually wear different color sneakers at those games?
Yeah,
that shoe doesn't have an air bubble on it, so you don't have to wear a different version.
that's right.
Amazing.
Well, I'm gonna have to do that as a drip, man. I mean, the red shoes.
It's a drip. That looks like a splash, too, from what I could tell.
Yeah, hey, I got the MVP that weekend. So
No, I was saying you were showing out.
You got the red shoes on.
That was a
We're-
great time.
We're not in Arkansas anymore, you know what I
That's
mean?
it.
This is a Drip. Scottie, where do you rank this? Is this like your best sneaker moment, you think?
Yeah, that's probably one of my highlights.
What is the most important thing about being a leader? Jordan is not on the court.
Yeah.
So it's like somebody got to be the goddamn captain.
Yeah.
And now it's you.
Well, I think you have to have the respect from your other players that they know you're the leader.
I just imagine people like Magic is like stubborn. So you don't want to. No, I just wanted to ask you that question because of this particular year and times like this when it was like, know him and it's you.
I think I was always there. I was always the leader. It's just, once he left, it was obvious.
Yes, sir.
But I felt like I was always a leader.
Well, this is a drip for me. I mean, come on. What we talking about here?
Yeah.
It was a drip for me?
Yeah.
Cool. Outfit number 3. Let's take it to the range. Look at him.
Oh, man.
Come on.
Where y'all find this picture at?
Man, you could be the goddamn PGA Tour logo, man.
Yeah, I
That's
got
your logo right there.
I got it right there. Can we get a logo out of that?
Little East Side Golf Project or something?
I gotta call it a drip, man. I'm not a golfer, but I like that swing.
You're not a
I
golfer.
like the
Look at you.
style.
What do you mean you're not a golfer?
Let me take a picture like that. I am Tiger Woods.
Scottie Pippen golfing in one of my favorite sneakers of all time. Obviously a Drip.
Yeah, infrared Air Max 90s never look bad. It's a drip. Did you ever go golfing with Gentry Humphrey?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe, I think he helped make that shoe happen
did
on the
he?
golf side.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so, he was doing the golf stuff at Nike for a while.
You get the Jordan golf shoes too? You ever play?
Yeah.
What is your favorite shoe to golf in these days?
I mean, I like that Air Max right
Okay.
there. It's very comfortable.
Don't mind
more
the bubble.
softer shoes.
Yeah.
The softest
And
shoe side.
don't mind the bubble.
This is the only time you see Scottie Pippen liking a bubble on his shoe.
That's it.
There it is. Yeah, I mean, this is a drip. This is logo Pippen right here. Like, come on, what we doing? Come on, man. This is a big drip.
Scotty, before we get out of here for the day, you want to breeze to the comment section and see what people have been saying about us on YouTube for the past week, which is always a good time. We have one from Zoom Dude saying, Panda Dunk community has to be similar to Jeep community. Hand signals, special waves, and everything. I'm not a part of that community. Ricardo Gonzalez says, I'd buy FSR action figures if they came with removable shoes.
Tight.
Let's make them.
We can set that up. Al N says, I don't know what's wrong with me, but every time Matt Welty does the double peace signs, I do it now too. It's a disease. There it is. Throw them up, people. Thank you for watching. Of course, I'm your co-host, Brendan Dunne.
I'm Matt Welty.
Trinidad James, bitch.
Scottie P.
That's a full size. She want every color, that's a full size. Buy a 6 for my kids, bought a 7 for my chick.
Island boys.
Just hanging out here on the couch.
Subscribe. Guys, this is season 14 and we need you like we always do. Every time we sit here, we're the new Outcast, by the way, and ask you to subscribe to our show.
You watched the episode, but your work is not done yet. We need your support now more than ever.
Like all the videos, comment on all the videos, make your whole family watch all the videos, only say good things about us.
Put our show in your stories, share it, recycle it, do it again, start over, watch the first season, catch up.
Family gatherings, just throw it on for any reason.
Island boys.